sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Well, the Halos kicked off their 7-game road trip with a W last night at Globe Life Park. They picked up the opener against the Texas Rangers. Tonight here in Arlington, it is game 2 of this 3-game set. We welcome you inside our broadcast booth and back to Angels baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Gubiza. I'm Victor Rojas, and the one thing that continues to be somewhat of a running theme for this Angels ball club through the first 10, 11 games is the offense. And without Ian Kinsler, no Shohei Ohtani last night. He's not in the lineup today, but the offense, guys have just stepped up 1 through 9.
Yeah, Victor, we talked about the depth in the lineup 1 through 9, the ability to score runs, and they certainly have done that so far this season. When you talk about runs scored, they're at the tops in Major League Baseball. The thing that really jumps out, home runs. Last year didn't hit a ton of home runs, 18 so far this season, which leads the Major Leagues in that category. All number ones as far as offensive threats, 1 through 9 in here. But the thing is, it seems to be someone new every single night. And of course, we have to reference that tremendous slide by Martin Maldonado. He did have 2 big RBI singles going up the middle to right center field, but really when it comes down to that fantastic athletic slide last night by Martin.
Catchers are athletes too, right?
Yes, well, not quite on the pitcher's thing, but close.
Of course not. A couple of lefties on the mound. The Angels will send Tyler Skaggs on the bump for his 3rd start of the season. Martin Perez making his 2nd start for the Texas Rangers. We're just about ready for baseball here in North Texas. Sit back and relax. Going to bring you the lineups and the first pitch when we return. Jeep.com to learn more. By Mercury Insurance, we're on a mission to save you money. Log on to MercuryInsurance.com to get a fast, free quote and see how much you can save. And by your SoCal Mazda dealers. It's a beautiful night for baseball here in North Texas. The Angels trying to make it 2 in a row as they take on the Texas Rangers. The lineup cards being exchanged down on the field right now as we currently speak. Texas opting to wear their home red jerseys, with the Angels having to wear the road grays, which is a little bit interesting considering the Rangers do that quite a bit when the Halos are in town. But the home team gets the opportunity to do that. Why not take advantage?
You always got to try to take advantage of anything you can when you're at home, especially watching your opponent playing as well as they have early part of the season.
Well, with the Rangers having taken the field, we'll take a look at Mike Scioscia's lineup for game number 12. Mentioned the Angels at 8-3 on the season, 4-1 out on the road, and it looks like this with Zach Cozart leading things off at second. Mike Trout's in center, Justin Upton's in left, Albert Pujols at DH, Andrelton Sims as a shortstop. Jeffrey Marte gets to start at first base. Chris Young gets to start out in right. No Cole Calhoun tonight, at least to start anyway. Martin Maldonado behind the plate. Luis Valbuena is batting ninth and playing third base. They are taking on the 27-year-old left-hander, native of Guanare, Venezuela, Martin Perez on the bump.
Martin Perez has got a fastball 91 to 95 range. He throws a lot of fastballs so far this season, about 70%. Slider, curveball, and a very good changeup. My go-tos, though, to be successful against him tonight is jump on those early fastballs. And when you're able to do so, especially 0-0, 0-1, or 1-0 counts throughout his career, he's given up a .341 batting average on early fastballs. Look for the means to jump on that and think big part of the field, especially with his changeup. He tries to get you to swing at non-strikes with his changeup, bring in the middle part of the plate and use that big part of the field.
We'll take a look at the defense for Texas tonight. It'll be Rupp, Robinson, and Mazar in the outfield from left to right. Beltran Andrews on the left side of the infield. Profar and Gallo on the right. Robinson, Chirinos behind the plate.
Adrian Beltre tonight will play in his 2700th game at third base, second most in Major League history. Also won 5 Gold Gloves. The only one who's played more third base, the great Hall of Famer Brooks Robinson, with 2,870 career games at the hot corner.
Cozart ready to lead things off. Mentioned no Cole Calhoun in the lineup tonight. No Shohei Ohtani as well. Nothing is wrong. He took batting practice, looked fine, and actually looked a little bit better than fine. He launched some missiles in this ballpark during BP.
Yeah, it's really hard to describe how far some of those baseballs he hit.
First one tonight upstairs for Martin Perez on Zach Cozart. There's a look here at
that's second level of dead center field. When your batting coaches, Kinski and Paul Sorrento, look at each other in this with the wow look going, you know a baseball's hit far.
That's a good indicator.
Yeah.
2 balls and a strike. Cozart hitting .265. A couple of home runs, 5 runs batted in. 2 hits last night, going 2 for 5. It's a 3-1 count. Perez making his second start of the year. 5 1/3 innings in his first start, 10 hits, 1 strikeout. Picked up the victory.
There is walks, there is base hits in his game. But he generally will keep the ball in the ballpark. Hasn't given up a lot of home runs throughout his career. You can bunch hits together and score some runs against them. They're very difficult to drive the ball out of the ballpark, unless he gets one of those little sinkers or fastballs out over the plate.
Cal remains full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Trout on deck, just underway. Todd Titchener calling the balls and strikes tonight. Alan Porter at first, Bill Miller at second, Angel Hernandez over at third. There's Todd. That's out toward right center field. Long run from Mazara. He's calling for it. He'll make the catch as he backpedals onto the track for the first down of the game.
We talked about this the other day too with Cozart. Batting average of .265, but I'll tell you what, he's hit a lot of baseballs right on the barrel of the bat. A lot of line drives, well hit baseballs have been caught. Just keep that swing together, and eventually some of those baseballs will fall in, and that batting average will increase even more so.
Trout steps in. Jumps on that first pitch and fouls it back. Not wasting any time.
And when you look at numbers career-wise against Perez, that's what you have to do. 0 counts, I mentioned 0-1, 1-0 counts. Career 341 batting average against him when you're making contact, put it in play in those first 2 pitches I'm going to bat against him. And that's 26 home runs also.
Even to count at a ball and a strike. Mike last night 1 for 4, a single and a walk. 222 on the season. 3 doubles, 3 home runs. 8 runs batted in. 2-1. Perez has been one of those guys always with tantalizing stuff. But just a 500 record for his career. 42 and 42 with a 4.44 ERA. Breaking ball, and that's fouled back off of Chirinos. Knocked it back a little bit.
Yeah, the stuff has always been there. When you're a left-handed pitcher, you can rush the fastball that 91 to 95 range on a consistent basis and a plus changeup. You expect more W's from him. Again, a lot of base runners.
Two and 2. That's yanked down the left field line with foul. That got into seats in a hurry.
And that's one of those ones you try to field to the side of you.
Or just don't try to
move.
feel.
Yes.
Just
see if the seat can help you out a little bit.
Goes on a fly ball to deep right field for the first out of the game. Called strike 3. Apparently got the inside part of the plate. Down goes Trout, 2 outs.
Well, a couple fastballs earlier were closer than that last one that was called out on. My Hyundai key for this game tonight for the Angels to be successful against Texas. A little queen to keep yourself alive. That means don't chase the pitches that are out of the strike zone. Make him throw strikes, not non-strikes, and put those in play and use that middle of the field. And that's one of those pitches. He'll throw those slow pitches. They're just off the outside corner, whether it's a curveball or changeup. He'll try to cut a fastball, four-seam fastball in off the plate. It's righties.
1 ball, 1 strike. Justin last night serving as the DH. Ended up going 0 for 4. Pardon me, 0 for 5. 3 strikeouts. 250 now in the season.
And that's just off the inside corner. Not too similar to the pitch that Trout was called out on. That pitch was exact same spot.
Look at both sides of the plate so far. Two quick outs to start this one. And there's a walk. Albert will step to the plate with an opportunity here. Man on.
Certainly not unusual for Martin Perez as far as pitches out of the strike zone. 43.5% of his pitches last year in the strike zone. That's the 5th lowest in the majors. So again, he tries to make you swing at non-strikes. And when you're patient against him, he will walk batters and he will also bring some pitches into play. That's when you can do some damage.
Mentioned his inconsistency. I guess he has some consistency within his numbers. Mentioned that even record. As Albert rips one out to left field, and it's a base hit. Rue over to cut it off, does so. Upton keeps on going to third. Albert will stop at first, but as far as Perez, 42 and 42, I mentioned 4.44 ERA. The whip for his career, 1.444. I mean, that's kind of what he is, and I think the Rangers have just been waiting every year for him to kind of take that next step.
Again, that's a fastball that wants to be on the outside part of the plate, drifts on the inner half, and Albert showed that swing earlier with that, where he's able to keep his hands inside the baseball and keep it fair, lines it. There's 18 hits now away from 3,000 for Albert Pujols. Nice job as far as using that lower part of his body to create that bat speed. And 2 more base runners in an inning for Perez.
Andrelton Simmons up. 2 on, 2 outs. Simba fouls it off.
And right on cue, they're jumping on that early fastballs against him.
Simmons a .362 batting average. 2 hits last night. 13 hit barrage for the Angels. Time called at the last second, and it was granted.
So far, he's faced 5 batters in this game, Perez has, and 4 of the 5 batters he started off with the first pitch fastball.
And the dirt gets away. Here comes Justin Upton. He's going to score. 1-0 Angels. A wild pitch. That 2-out walk comes back to haunt.
Really was set up by good base running by Justin Upton on that hard hit ball to left field by Albert. Didn't stop, went first to third, and then scores on a wild pitch. Good read, secondary lead, sees that baseball away. Got the wave home sign from Andrelton Simmons, scores the first run of the game.
Pujols at second base now. Little dribbler, left side. Belcher has to come in on it. Off balance throw, low throw, and it pulls Gallo off the base. So that'll go as an infield base hit for Andrelton Simmons.
Albert kind of distracted Beltre trying to field that slow roller by Andrelton Simmons also. See Albert getting his secondary lead going towards Beltre. And there was a little bit of an indecision going for that ball because Albert's going right at him, a low throw, and Andrelton Simmons ends up beating it out. Gallo with a wise decision, get off the base and make sure that ball doesn't get by him. He tried to stretch as a first baseman. Ball gets by, ends up being the second run.
Here's Jeffrey Marte, 6 for 16 to start the year. Starting first baseman tonight. He takes a breaking ball though.
Marte 4 for 11 against Perez, including a home run.
Two balls, no strikes.
Pretty good patience early on, Victor, not swinging at non-strikes.
Well, like you said, hunting fastballs.
Yep.
I mean, that's what you need to do against Martin Perez.
When you look at overall career numbers against his fastball hitters, 308 batting average. Against his secondary pitches, 251.
That is ripped through the left side, a base hit. Pujols will score. 2-0 Angels.
What'd you say about hunting the fastball?
That's it. He bum rushed it.
Continues that real good numbers against Perez for Marte. Got a fastball hard of the plate, 93. And as soon as he released that baseball, Perez knew that was trouble. Ends up being an RBI single for Marte. That batting average creeping up even higher for Jeffrey.
Second RBI.
We talked about it in the opening, 1 through 9. Whoever's in the lineup has been producing.
Chris Young getting a start tonight in right field. Takes a strike. Picked up his first hit. And RBI as an Angel last night. Double with an RBI. 1 for 6 overall.
This guy's liking this early lead.
Down and in. Down even up at 1-1.
Chris Young also real good numbers against Perez. He's 5 for 11 with a home run.
Lays off. Well, Perez got Cozart hit that deep fly ball to right, struck out Trout looking. Then walked up to Pujols with a single. Simmons with a single. Albert scoring a wild pitch, and then Marte bringing Albert home.
A lot of pitches already in this first inning for Perez.
There's the 2-1. That is ripped out the left field. Another base hit. Andrelton Simmons going to be waved around. Ryan Rua comes up firing. Airmails Beltre. No play at the plate. Young will take second as Marte takes third. 3-0 Halos.
Some great base running once again by the Angels. Once they see that high throw over the cutoff man, both runners advance into scoring position. And Chris Young, good job by Mike Scioscia putting him in the lineup, knowing his past success against Martin Perez. Comes through once again, now 6 for 12 with that line drive single in an RBI for Chris Young.
Martin Maldonado will step to the plate here. 8th man to come to the plate in the first.
Boy, a lot of right-handed batters in this lineup against Perez. Career-wise, lefties hitting this 236 against Perez. Right-handed batters, 295. No Ohtani, no Cole Calhoun.
Maldonado hitting 269. Takes a breaking ball for a strike. Surprised he got that call with Chirinos moving so much on that breaking ball. Martin 2 for 3 last night. 2 singles, 2 RBIs. Also hit by a pitch. Our old friend Jesse Chavez, first man up for Texas. Lays off. Evens up the count. .32 pitches thrown by Martin Perez thus far. Pardon me, 31. 1 strikeout, 1 walk. He's given up 4 consecutive hits. Marte at third, Chris Young at second base. 1-1. Pulled the string. Good pitch.
That's the pitch he'll go to try to get hitters to expand strike zones.
It makes sense if guys are out there hunting fastballs. You got yourself in a 1-1 situation or 2-1. Why not throw another off-speed pitch?
I couldn't imagine him throwing anything in the strike zone right now. It's going to be important. We talk about keeping yourself alive in an at-bat. The key to this game, making sure you get him in the strike zone. He trying to expand with a slider off the plate down. A lot of pitches, 33. Just a second start of the season. More likely, if he can last into the 5th, that'll be about all he's going to be able to throw in this game.
Two. Full count.
Boy, it's amazing that 2-out walk, how often that comes back to haunt you as a pitcher. You get 2 outs, you strike out Trout looking, and right away a walk. Adjusting up, and you look up, you're down 3-0. And you're throwing a ton of more pitches.
Valbuena is on deck. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 3 runs in. Time called.
Open base here with a lefty on deck. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw him a changeup 3-2 here.
Perez is ready. And he got him to chase that off-speed pitch. The Angels had 8 men to the plate, score 3 times on 4 hits. Tyler Skaggs takes the mound with a 3-0 lead. base. Ryan Ruin left. Drew Robinson in center field, batting ninth. Taking on Tyler Skaggs. This will be his third start. Currently at 1-0 and with a 1.64 ERA.
He's throwing the ball very well. 10 strikeouts in 11 innings pitched so far. Just 2 walks for Tyler Skaggs.
First one on the way. Got the strike on the inside part of the plate. The first pitch is brought to you by Chrysler of Glendora. Chu comes in batting .295, 3 doubles, 3 home runs, 6 runs batted in. Breaking ball low. Chu last night 0 for 4 with a walk.
Good to see Tyler run that first pitch fastball in, knowing that Chu has struggled against a fastball inside.
That's driven out towards straightaway center field. Trout moving back on it, has a beat just shy of the track. Now has to command the wind, kind of pushing it back. There's the first out.
Go-tos for Tyler Skaggs to be successful. That two-seamer away outside part of the plate against right-handed batters. He backs it up quite often with his changeup. Two-seamer, changeup combo, very important. He's got some good swing and misses from that pitch so far this season. And of course, limit base runners. This Texas club likes to run, and they like to try to run against Tyler Skaggs to throw him off his rhythm. Limit those guys on base. It's always the best way to shut down and run a game. No base runners.
There's Jerkson Profar, switch hitting infielder. He took over yesterday when Dora hurt that hamstring going back to first base as a base runner. But Pfister also placed on the 10-day disabled list with a hip issue. It happened at one point when he was running towards the base. I thought he came out of the game a little bit earlier than normal.
He was throwing the ball pretty well.
It wasn't an out-of-hand game. But that explains it.
Some pretty big names going out. So Anthony Rizzo for the Chicago Cubs going on the disabled list himself.
Our old friend Efren Navarro called up by the Cubs. Shane Robinson's up with the New York Yankees.
Sugar Shane.
Sugar Shane. Probably 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Potentially could see him in Angel Stadium when the Yankees roll into town at the end of the month.
Punches this one toward first. Nice snag by Jeffrey Marte.
Well, with the hockey playoffs right around the corner here now, that looked like a hockey goalie making a glove save. Marte.
The shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrews.
He showed that reaction, the quick save, and a beauty. 3 unassisted. Nice play by Marte first.
Two quick outs for Tyler Skaggs. Elvis Andrews at the plate. Ranger shortstop homered in his last plate appearance last night in the 9th inning. 1 for 4 night. And that pitch just a little bit high. Home run for Andrews, his 2nd of the year. 5 runs batted in. One-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Got to keep that focus through this inning. Saw what happened to Perez. Top of the first. 2 quick outs.
Beltre on deck. Angel scored 3 times at the top of the first. And the 4-pitch walk puts the man on.
Well, anytime your offense can score a crooked number at the top of the first, so important. We talk about a lot that shutdown inning, but this one, especially here in the first inning, you have a 3-0 lead and a team that has been struggling offensively, you're able to put up a 0 right away. All of a sudden, they're already thinking about what they have to accomplish tomorrow as far as getting back into winning ways, because you're just going to try to keep adding on as the game progresses. But that 0 in this first inning important for Tyler.
Beltre, 286 on the year. 1 for 4 last night. 5 doubles on the year. 2 runs batted in. Future Hall of Famer.
Get the benefit of that 92-mile-an-hour fastball. I talked about that knee for that pitch. To hit that outside part of the plate.
Oh, 2 count with Elvis Andrus at first base. Long look in for Skaggs. That was pretty quick. Good tag too by Jeffrey.
Now all of a sudden you let Beltre back in the count, even up at 2 after being ahead 0-2.
Beltre fouls it off to the right.
Good life on that 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Skaggs.
Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3-0 Angels, bottom of the first. No punch this one to right field. Pitch that was up. So 2 on with 2 outs. Nomar Mazar coming to play. Not a fan of that pitch, huh?
I think what it comes down to is that 2-out walk. Also, very similar we saw with Perez. Change up there. It was the right pitch, but it's elevated. We talked about the need for that 2-seamer and force and change up on that part of the plate, but it was elevated. And there's a reason why Beltre has over 3,000 career hits. He goes with that pitch. If it's elevated, if it's down and off the plate like that, it's going to be a soft ground ball.
Mazar looks at a breaking ball for a strike. .317 average for the Ranger right fielder.
Good breaking ball there inside part of the plate. More like an outside pitch, you have to be ready out in left field if you're Justin Upton. Mike Trout shading over to left center field against Mazara.
Mazara 5 for 10 against left-handed pitching so far this year. That was a pretty good hack. Good fastball, but they stayed in there nicely.
Yeah, because he lets the baseball travel so well, even against a left-handed pitcher, to hit the ball the other way. Boy, a lot of extra pitches thrown in this inning for Tyler after getting 2 quick outs to start the inning.
Common theme in the first. Martin Perez allowing 3 runs.
Skaggs retired chewing a fly ball to center. Profar ground down to Marte. Now off the foot.
And even that pitch a little bit too much in the strike zone.
.22 pitches now for Tyler.
Big pitch here now for Skaggs.
Chasing now one off of Skaggs. Ricochets to Marte. No play on anybody. Infield base hit. And they're loaded up. Mazar just reaching out for that ball. Picks up the knock. And Tyler in a little bit of trouble here in the first.
This breaker ball again got a lot of the plate off the knee area. And fortunate enough to at least keep that in the infield to prevent a run from scoring. Surprised Charlie Nagy didn't bring out a trainer with him, especially because that ball hit the knee area, because you can get away with a free visit there.
Robinson Chirinos, 125 batting average, 2 doubles, 2 runs batted in, bases loaded, 2 outs. Chirinos looks at a breaking ball for a strike. Coming to play last night with just 2 hits on the season, picked up 2 more last night. And Andrews standing at third, Beltre at second, Mazar at first. 0-1.
Andrews bluffing going down the line with Skaggs going in, pitching from the full windup. I always felt with the bases loaded, you always pitch from the stretch position. Reason why is because you're not allowing the other runners to get bigger leads on you. Full windup, they could take a bigger lead at first and second. And you have the distraction of the runner at third. See how big you're able to get your leads now with Skaggs pitching for the full windup.
One-two pitch. Taps it back. Slow breaking ball. What should have been a quick shutdown inning has evolved into a prolonged bottom of the first after a 4-pitch walk with 2 outs to Elvis Andrews. Beltre with 2 strikes, punching a single to right. Mazara with 2 strikes. Infield single off the leg of Tyler Skaggs. Trying to finish things off here with Chirinos at the plate. Two now. Swing and a miss. Down goes Chirinos. Much longer than necessary, but the shutdown is performed. We'll head to the second. Angels up 3-0. faced 8 batters. He'll face 9, 1, and 2 as Valbuena takes off the plate. Luis getting the start back at third base, hitting .231. Double, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in.
The lone lefty in the lineup.
That is ripped.
And a rocket up the middle. Zach Cozart coming to the plate. Now it's time for the Kia drive to success. Been excellent in that leadoff position, playing some solid defense. Also, first year with the Angels, he scored 8 runs in the first 10 games as a leadoff hitter. 0 errors in 11 starts. He's playing second base. Remember, he's never played that at the major league level. Last time he's played that was in single A. Zach Cozart's been excellent.
Gave it a ride out to right center field in the first inning, but tracked down by Mazzaro. Mentioned Luis Valbuena, the lone lefty in the lineup. No Cole Calhoun, no Shohei Ohtani. Just Socia just matching it up with Martin Perez on the mound. Both guys expected to be in the lineup tomorrow. This is the bouncer to the right side. Profar to Elvis Andrus. Joey Gallo, double play, 2 outs.
Mike Trout before the game signing a number of autographs for youngsters. Does that so often. So many youngsters with that huge smile on their face because Trout taking that time to make the day for a young fan. The high fives, that's a smile that'll continue on throughout this entire night. Trout gets it. He really does. The importance of him interacting with the fans.
There's that young fan. Smart one wearing the Angel stuff.
Yes, indeed. By the way, another ground ball double play for Martin Perez. 110 double plays turned behind him in his career. Second one of the season.
2 balls and a strike. Mike struck out looking at the first. 2 punch outs for Perez in that first inning. That is drilled out to deep left field, no doubt about it. Big fly for Mike Trout. 4-0 Angels.
Wow. That ball is absolutely covered. Yeah, I agree. Fans down there saying, oh, wow, it's Trout. He knows a little bit about hitting home runs in this ballpark. It's our top tier play brought to you by Arco. You sign a fan's autograph before, you get a change up down, and Trout, he's providing all the power himself on this swing. And look where that baseball went. Yeah, there's the youngster. He signed the ball for me.
He knew it right from the get-go. Dad's not happy wearing that Texas hat, but the kid's happy.
Yes, he is.
That's all that matters.
Wow, that baseball went a long way. And that is on a changeup. That's all his power.
That ball was covered. 112 miles per hour, 441 feet.
On a changeup.
Yep.
Good point.
2 balls, 1 strike.
4th home run of the season for Trout. Now giving him 24 career home runs versus the Rangers.
Upton's the man who started the rally, the first with a walk.
In it for 2 outs. 2-out rally again. Cole Calhoun goes, how far do you think that went? Did you get all that one?
Outside, so Upton's picked up his 2nd walk of the night. Up steps Albert. Albert 1 for 1 with a single. Nobody warming for Texas. Justin Chavez was loosening in the first, but Not any longer.
18 hits away from 3,000 for Albert Pujols. Another pretty good swing by Albert. He's starting to really use that lower part of his body to drive towards the baseball.
Change it from Perez and stayed up.
He's got that batting average up to 292 now.
Throw to first.
Showed a graphic in the opening today how the Angels lead Major League Baseball as far as home runs, but 18 make that 19 now with that swing from Trout.
Backdoor breaking ball misses off the plate. It's 2-1. The Angels going into play today. First in the American League in average, home runs, slugging .464, seventh in on base percentage. And they've done it. Shohei in the lineup just a couple of games. And Kinsler's been out. He's played in one game this year. A lot of talk he was able to be activated today, but he's fine. Took batting practice. More than likely gets activated Thursday in the series opener against Kansas City.
So this great balance. Chris Young with another good swing here tonight.
2-1 Albert. Inside 3-1. Lifted in the air to shallow right. Long run from Bizarro. Cutting over his Profar. And Nomar Bizarro making the call on the catch. That'll be the third out. Mike Trout, however, extends the Angels' lead with his fourth of the year, and it was a monster blast to left.
There's the youngster who got his autograph. The guy watches a home run.
Happy young man. Autograph and watching his guy hit a home run. Trout his fourth of the year. 9 runs batted in now. Tyler Skaggs go back to work. He's facing the bottom third of the order. Joey Gallo taking a breaking ball.
By the way, that baseball by Trout, I haven't seen many baseballs go that far to left center field.
Mild night, 69 degrees tonight. Breeze blowing in. Look at the shift with Gallo at the plate. 2 for 4 last night. 2 singles, 2 runs batted in.
Both hits the other way. Well, one up the middle and the other to left center field.
Bounce this one back. Now the 2-2. Out toward left field, hit well. Chasing Upton back. Still going back. That ball had some carry going the opposite way.
Pretty good indication how strong Gallo is. Nice play by Upton to run that one down just in front of the wall in left field. See how far he's got to go. He's playing more so towards left center field. Catches that one on the warning track in front of that big wall in left field. It's in front of that out-of-town scoreboard. Gallo not real happy, but still a pretty good swing by him. Good power going the other way.
Ryan Rule, the left fielder, looks at the strike. 121 batting average. Went down after going 0 for 4 last night with 3 strikeouts. He was batting 9 spot last night, 8 hole tonight.
Trying to pick up that velocity. Last inning at a 95-mile-an-hour fastball to finish off the inning. That one at 94.
Missed off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Think after throwing a couple of pitches on the outside part of the plate, the changeup here away would be.
We talked about that combo. 2-seamer, force, and then a changeup away.
Or the breaking ball instead. The only reason I'm not a fan of that pitch, that's what he's looking for. He's looking to pull everything.
Yep. You have a tough time pulling a changeup away, especially after a fastball away. Remember a good buddy, Joe Saunders, used to throw that pitch very well. That fastball 2-seamer away, followed up with a changeup. Same plane away.
Ground ball, left side, sneak it through. And again, it goes back to that location of pitch. Trying to go with a fastball. It's a 1-out single. Brings up Drew Robinson.
Batting ninth, the center fielder, number 18, Drew Robinson.
Fastball supposed to be away, drifted middle part of the plate. And Rue was going to jump on a fastball. And even when we were talking to Tyler in the pregame show yesterday, he talked about the need to be able to throw that 2-seamer and back it up with the changeup. He had a perfect opportunity there, but didn't do that.
Robinson, 214 average, a home run, 3 runs batted in. Man on with 1 out. 4-0 Angels here in the second. 1-0. Fastball there. 1 ball with strike.
Tyler so far this season had 1 ground ball double play turned behind him.
One. 1-2.
And your goal as a starting pitcher, a pitcher in general, you get ahead of the count, you want to try to finish off the batter as quick as possible. You don't want to waste pitches. Those extra ones when the hitter's at a disadvantage when they're behind in the count. Completely different when they're ahead of the count.
That's ripped out to right field. A hanging breaking ball. It's a base hit. It's going to go for extras. Young cuts it off, being waved around from third base is Rua. No play at the plate. It's an RBI double for Robinson. 4-1 Angels. Back-to-back batters in which Skaggs have made mistake pitches. He's paid for it with a single and a double now.
See, location's supposed to be down and away, ends up being a curveball inside part of the plate, allows him to bring his hands inside and hook that one right down in the corner for his first double and fourth RBI in the season for Robinson.
Top of the order now, and Shin-Soo Choo skied one to center in his first inning at bat.
And the bottom line is when you're missing location of your pitches, and you know why, it's whether your front shoulders open up a little bit quicker, you're landing too quickly, your hips are opening up. You got to stay back and compact and balance over the pitching rubber. Much better on that one. Keeping that hip tucked in and driving towards the plate. It's a good drive towards the plate. The shoulders are squared up and the eyes right on the target. Much, much better there for Skaggs.
One-two pitch. Breaking ball hit to Cozart at second. Two down. Robinson advances to third. Jerks and Profar coming up. A little bit better pitch as far as location anyway. Down the zone.
And he stayed balanced. And the best way to do so is that hip turn over the pitching rubber. Because if your hips open up quickly, that's going to force the front shoulder to open up, and then your elbow drags, and that's when you elevate and make mistakes. Very similar to a swing at the plate, a golf swing. It's all about that balance in the hip turn.
Profar and a one-hop smash over to first base. Marte making a nice defensive play on in the first inning.
Now again, you're ahead of the count. This is the time as a pitcher, you're on the attack. It's blocked by Maldonado on that pitch in the dirt.
1-2 count, man at third, one run in. Halo's up 4-1 here in the second. That is flipped down the right field line, but slices foul.
And target set there by Maldonado wanted a fastball above the strike zone. Even though he's late on that, you don't want to miss over the plate. You want to miss above the strike zone. Especially when you have the life of the fastball so far early on for Skaggs. .54 pitches thrown for Tyler. 33 strikes, 21 of them out of the strike zone. Elvis Andrus on deck. 2-2 count, you have options. If it's not in the strike zone, you have to go fastball. 3-2 makes Profar a much better hitter.
Count remains at 2-2. Nothing easy for either starter. Saving grace for Tyler is that he would stick to a 3-0 lead, then a 4-0 lead. Texas has scratched one out here in the second. No count.
Dangerous hitter on deck with a lot of success against the Angels in his career, and Andrews just the guy you want to get if you're Skaggs.
Two on with 2 outs. Second walk issued by Skaggs, and that was after getting ahead.
Long look in for Martin Maldonado. Mike Scioscia. That is a sign for what play will be put on if Profar is on the move here with a first and third scenario.
Elvis Andrus, a 4-pitch walk in the first inning.
He was guessing first pitch fastball inside part of the plate. Talked about how he loves pitches in early. Got a curveball in. Took a mighty hack at it and able to make contact. Even with that swing there, if he makes contact, that's got to be pulled foul, you would think.
Oh, 1. Outside. Two balls, 1 strike with 2 outs, 3-1. Skaggs all over the map now all of a sudden. Beltre on deck. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. He walked him and they're loaded.
One in a bullpen that has been used so often this season already on the move here. and scrambling down in the bullpen right now in the second inning.
Yeah, you talk about mislocation, but there's it seems like lack of conviction too in throwing the pitch you want to throw as far as locations. You start trying to pitch to not give up something, you're asking for trouble.
Yeah, your goal is always to get it out in 3 to 4 pitches. Maximum. Every batter you face. Even if you get a strikeout, you want 3 or 4 pitches. Ideally, you like to get a couple quick outs, 1 or 2 pitches.
Luke Barr loosening in a hurry. No place to put him. Robinson at third, Profar at second, Andrews at first. Good speed on the bases for Texas. 1-1. Manfred singled in his first inning at bat. We're in the second inning. Both starters have struggled. The Angels, however, have a 4-1 lead. That's out toward right field. Chris Young moving back at the track, makes the catch. Certainly not making it look easy. 2 in the books. Angels still on top. Third, it's 4-1. Simmons leading things off. Take downstairs. Simmons, Marte, and Young. 5, 6, and 7 for the Angels. Team Perez, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 6 hits allowed.
Mike Scioscia talking with Tyler Skaggs, basically telling him right there, you got a 4-1 lead. You have great stuff working tonight. Go out and challenge hitters and finish them off quickly. You want to win games, you want to be a 15, 18 game winner on this club, you have to be in attack mode from the first pitch to the last pitch you throw. Every once in a while you need that from your manager. The pitching coach is always going to be there, but the manager, that's always a heavy message when they're talking to you.
Angleton 1 for 1. And he'll rip one out toward left field. Rua moving back. He'll pull up. Gone. Simba goes big fly for the first time this year. 5-1 Halos.
Simba time. 2 hits already in the game. A 2-run score. First home run. 8th RBI for Simba. Right away responding back. This offense been on fire. 2nd home run, 20th home run of the season. And he knew it. He's got that 2-toe tap, and then bam! Out the left field. Got out quickly for Andrelton Simmons.
Marte an RBI single in the first inning.
The offense continues to improve for Andrelton Simmons.
Good off-speed pitch. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Well, we talked about go-tos jumping on a fastball. Well, we've seen some real good swings against Perez's fastball. We're only into the 3rd inning. It's 3 consecutive changeups he threw so far in this at-bat to Marte.
Marte lifts one out toward right, playable from Azar. One down. Chris Young, RBI single in the first inning. His 2nd hit with the Angels, 2nd RBI.
Part of the nice solid balance throughout this lineup for the Angels this season.
Chris, a native of Bel Air, Texas, just outside of Houston.
Is that the other Bel Air?
Yeah. Drafted at a high school, Bel Air High School down there. On the White Sox. That was in 2001 as a 16th round selection. It's popped up first base side. Chirinos near the dugout. Same with Gallo.
Always a good idea to get out of his way.
Yeah. Freight train called for it.
Yes. Now it's time for the Coors Light refreshing finish, and what a finish it was on the swim slide. To Martin Maldonado, avoiding the tag, lifting that left arm up, bringing that right hand and touching that home plate. Originally called out, overturned, and he is safe with that athletic move. And Dino Evil loving it. Talked to Dino today about that. We said with 2 outs, I got to take a shot. I would have to take a perfect throw to get him. It was a real good throw from Rua, but a great slide by Maldonado.
Maldonado struck out with 2 on 2 outs in the first. Foul this one off.
You can see by that velocity by Perez, he has a good fastball. 93. He's much more confident using his changeup to get outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Three in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third. 5-1. Halos on top here in the third. That's pulled down the left field line. That's headed toward the corner for extra bases. Martin Maldonado will stroll into second with his second double of the season.
Well, at some point, you might see some movement again down in the bullpen for Texas, but pretty quiet now. Curveball, lower part of the strike zone, and Martin Maldonado stayed back and hooked that right in the corner. Second double.
Luis Valbuena rocketed a single into center field leading off the second. So he's 1 for 1. Halos with 8 hits. We're in the third.
Well, Luis talked to Jose Mota on the pregame show about the excitement he has about getting an opportunity to face a left-handed starter and be in this lineup here tonight. Rewarded by lining a single right back up the middle his first at bat.
He'll flip this one out to left field. That is going to fall in for a base hit. Here comes Martin Maldonado. No fancy slide tonight. The throw goes to second. 6-1 Angels. Valbuena with a 2-hit game.
Boy, so far Mike Scioscia pushing all the right buttons as far as his lineup. Keeping Valbuena in the lineup. 2 hits against the lefty. Sometimes it's not exactly how hard you hit it, it's where you hit it. Perfect placement. Martin figured, you know what, I think I'll just cruise on in. Stand on the plate instead of using that right hand to touch it.
Zach Cozart takes downstairs. 0 for 2. Jesse's back up and loosening. Scott on the first base side. Gallo drifting to foul territory. And that'll be the third out of the inning. The Angels had 2. They do so on 3 hits. It was Andrew Simmons leading off the third with his first home run of the season. Angels on top 6-1. New Superstars Friday starting this June. Mazar, Chirinos, and Gallo here the third. Tyler Skaggs walked 3, struck out 1, allowed 4 hits, limited to just 1 run. Texas has left the bases loaded in back-to-back innings. Zara looks at a strike. Bounced a single off the leg of Skaggs in the first.
A pretty good hack at that fastball, but that doesn't matter if you're Tyler Skaggs. You're ahead of the count 0-2, a chance to finish off a hitter now in 3 pitches. That's the mindset you have right now.
Got him. Chase a high fastball up and in around his neck. 1 down.
So 3 pitches, 3 fastballs. But if you're going to miss, you want to miss above the strike zone, not on the plate when you're 0-2.
Chirino struck out with the bases loaded at the end of the first. 0 for 1. Look at the strike. See the numbers last year for Robinson. Off to a slow start this year. Second year of a 2-year deal.
That's 5 straight fastballs to start this inning for Skaggs. That's 6. That might have been the conversation for Mike Scioscia to Tyler Skaggs. You have a good fastball working. Go after hitters.
Got him with the breaking ball. Back-to-back punch outs. 2 outs.
Again, 3-4 pitches to finish off batters. 2 check marks so far in this inning for Skaggs. See, Mike Scioscia has caught a lot of really good pitchers throughout his playing career. He knows exactly what he needs to say to pitchers to get them locked in. And he doesn't talk a lot to the pitchers during the course of the game. After the game, he will, or before the game, but very rarely during the outing.
Gallo drove one deep to left, leading off the second. Tracked down by Upton on the track. 0 for 1.
Mike Scioscia caught 1,395 career games behind the plate, so he knows a little bit about how to get his pitchers back and focused and aggressive.
Out toward left. Upton's got to go back on it. Now come back in. A 1-2-3 third. We enter the 4th here in Texas. 6-1 Angels. Perez back out on the bump. Child 1 for 2. Struck out looking at the first. Homer to deep left field the second.
Let's take a look at our Carl's Cam replay. Mike Trout on a changeup down from Martin Perez. Crushes that baseball. 111.8 miles per hour exit velocity. Launch angle 25 degrees, 441-foot shot. When you put it in perspective, when you hit over that 100 mark as far as exit velocity, that baseball's covered. But that's on a changeup. Makes it even more impressive for Mike Trout in crushing that one out of the yard.
Lays off. Two balls, two strikes. Upton on deck. Trying to pitch him inside here. Now with tail back over the heart of the plate.
Pretty good velocity on that, 95. Trout with that home run, 12th home run in his career here in this ballpark. Showed earlier 24 career home runs against the Rangers, but 12 of them here.
Full count. Chavez has been up in the bullpen for Texas twice, not loosening right now. 3-2. Triple foul. And he walked him. Free pass. Third issued by Martin Perez. I'd imagine that'll get Chavez back up or somebody else.
Good at bat for Trout, work to walk. Talk about his success against the Rangers in this ballpark. 341 batting average, highest all time as far as over 200 or more plate appearance. Tim Salmon at the top, Kingfish. 378 in this yard. Vlad, of course, well, Vlad everywhere. 347 in this ballpark.
Upton's walked twice. Takes ball one. He's also scored a run. Doug Brocail. There is action of the bullpen once again. Six runs, 9 hits, 4 left on for the Angels. 1 run, 4 hits, 6 left on for Texas. There's Jesse.
Gotta believe this is last batter,
Yeah,
for sure.
Jesse's about throwing a full game out in the pen. .86 pitches for Martin Perez.
We're in the 4th inning with no outs yet. It's a lot of pitches.
Two balls, no strikes.
He's always had his fair share of base runners, but he's always been able to get that ground ball double play throughout his career. He's got 1 in this game. .68 double plays turned behind last 2 seasons tops. The game, 111 overall in his career.
Yeah, you better be good in being able to induce that ground ball double play, considering You're giving up a lot of base runners.
Yes.
Via the walk, via
Walk
the
and
hits.
hits, yes. Not a big strikeout guy
Right.
either.
2-1. 3-1. He had a little bit of a late start to spring training. Fell. This was startled by a bull. Fell, broke his elbow. Eventually, the bull was put down by Martin and eaten by Perez. Isn't that crazy? Perez walks just enough that Jeff Bannister can't come out of the dugout quick enough. It was the Bulls' fault. Rough night for Martin Perez. We're in the fourth with nobody out, 2 on. And the Angels up 6-1.
Giving up 6 earned runs in 7 innings pitched so far out of the bullpen for the Rangers. Albert Pujols, take a look at our tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. Last night against Doug Fister, this is a fastball 2-seamer inside, brings it inside, drives out number 616 of his career. And that baseball, the hard one, the hardest hit off his bat exit velocity, a little over 109 miles per hour. That's the hardest ball that Albert hit since 2016. And that pitch was off the plate, was able to keep that one fair.
Jesse Chavez, the first man out of the bullpen. Albert cuts through that 92-mile-per-hour fastball.
You had to go there, didn't you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pujols, 1 for 2. Singleton scored the first, fly ball to right in the second. Jesse last year, 38 games, 21 starts for the Angels, 7-11 with a 5.35 ERA overall.
Pretty good pitch.
One ball, 1 strike. Leadoff walk to Trout. Upton picked up his 3rd walk of the night. It's the last batter Martin Perez faced. 2-1.
It's one of the things that doesn't get talked a lot about when it comes to Justin Upton. His patience, his on-base percentage, working walks, 3 in this game. Had a run scored also.
Ironically, last time he had a 3-walk game was with the Angels last September here in this ballpark. He's had 1 4-walk game in his career, and that was against the Giants back in 2015.
I think that Jesse got hurt a lot last year with the Angels was the long ball. Always always has been very competitive, will challenge hitters.
Two balls, two strikes. Full count. Simmons on deck.
Remember Jesse Chavez, a big antique collector. A lot of real good conversations with him last year. What a great kid.
There's a 3-2. Albert fouls it back. Jesse, 34 years of age. A.B. Miller High School in Fontana, Riverside Community College. A 42nd round pick by the Texas Rangers in 2002. Now the 3-2 to Albert. Hits this one back up the middle, base hit. Trout will be waved home. The throw comes into the infield, and an RBI single for Albert Pujols makes it 7-1.
Down now 17 hits away from 3,000. Picking up another RBI for Albert. 3-2 pitch, got a fastball upstairs, didn't try to pull it, hits it right back up the middle. Tell you what, he's really starting to get locked in. You're talking about using that lower part of your body. We showed that in the tools of the trade, how he was able to hit that home run. Getting that good balance, lower part of his body, and driving towards the baseball. Another good swing by Albert.
Andrelton Simmons with a couple of hits tonight, single and a home run. That single by Albert. His second hit of the night, 10 now for the Angels. Still nobody out here in the fourth. Ground ball to short. Should be two. And it is. Upton ends up at third base with 2 outs now. Second double play turned by the Rangers. Jeffrey Marte coming up.
First baseman Jeffrey Marte.
One for two tonight. Picked up his second RBI of the season with a first inning single.
Solid start of the season for Marte.
That's ripped to left field. RBI single as Rua plays it on a hop. 8-1 Angels.
You talk about bringing your hands up on a high fastball and line it into left field. Marte, perfect swing. Fastball upstairs, brings his hands up, and he lined this ball into left field. And a lot of these hitters, when you look at the approach, not a lot of leg kicks. Shortened strides, great contact.
Chris Young 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Close the book now on Martin Perez. All 8 runs charged to him.
By the way, exit velocity off of that swing off the bat Marte, 108.5 miles per hour exit velocity.
Ground ball through the left side, another hit.
What did we say about balance in the lineup in the opening today? Some real good swings throughout this lineup. Justin Upton, who's walked 3 times, has scored twice now.
Martin Maldonado up now. Seventh man to step to the plate.
Certainly it wasn't easy for Jesse Chavez to come in this game, considering how many times he's already warmed up before getting in game action.
Yeah. That's a flare out to right center field, a base hit. Marte's going to come home to score. Rounding second, heading to third is Young. 9-1 Angels as Martin Maldonado picks up his second hit of the night.
So 2 hits Marte, 2 hits Young, 2 hits Maldonado, 2 hits Valbuena, 2 hits Simmons. That's pretty good balance. It's a lot of base hits in that lower part of your lineup. But got that fastball upstairs again, didn't try to pull it, stay back. Very similar to 2 hits he had last night as far as RBI hits.
Luis Valbuena, 2 singles and an RBI. It's underneath this one and skies one to Joey Gallo. And the 4th is in the books. The Angels add 3 runs as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Halos leading at 9-1.
Bacon Cheeseburger is calling your name, little buddy. Pick it up. And by Purple Bricks. Save thousands when you buy or sell your home. Go to purplebricks.com.
Halos on top 9-1 here at the bottom of the 4th on a nice, beautiful, cool night now. They're starting to dip down, a little breeze here at the ballpark. Tyler Skaggs takes the mound. He's got a nice little cushion here. Really came after the Rangers in the 3rd inning, 3 up, 3 down with 2 strikeouts. He's going to face 8-9-1. The Ranger half of the 4th.
He had 2 3-pitch outs and a 4-pitch out last inning.
No balls, 2 strikes. Ruhm singled and scored in the 2nd.
Going after him once again. 0-2, trying to finish him off quickly. That looked like it was his cut fastball. He will throw that on occasion.
Breaking ball hit over to third. One down.
Center fielder, Drew Robinson.
Like Socha loving what he's seeing right now as far as Skaggs getting back to being aggressive.
Five straight retired since walking Elvis Andrus in the second. At that point, to load the bases. Robinson picked up an RBI double in the second. First double of the year. Fourth run batted in. Good miss by much. That low part of the zone not being called for either side. He's gone east-west, though. Opened up the zone that way.
And you know that. You can already tell as a pitcher what your strike zone is going to be. It hasn't been rotating. It's been pretty consistent.
3-0. One. And a walk. Fourth one issued. The number 9 hitter this time. Shouldn't see Chu coming up.
I think you got to keep in mind, especially early in the season, that pitch count up there. Significant lead. You don't want to waste a lot of pitches here. You want to try to finish off the hitters as quick as possible.
Chu, the DH, is 0 for 2. Fly ball to center, ground ball to second.
Ahead of the count now.
No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 on.
If you get a chance to start that pitch a little bit closer to the strike zone initially, you will get Chu to chase that pitch. But it was off the plate to start. That's a perfect pitch. That's in the strike zone. Again, that low strike not being called.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Held on. One out walk to Robinson. He stands at first. Chu did not go. Was able to hold up.
That's pretty close.
90 pitches for Tyler. Jeopardy of not even getting through 5. He's got a 9-1 lead. Jeopardy of not getting through the 4th.
29 in the first 36. And a very quick, economical 3rd inning. Mentioned that 3 pitches and 3 pitches and 4 pitches to finish off that inning against 3 different batters.
Profar on deck. Out toward left. Upton was shading that way as coming toward the foul line. Oh, off the railing. I think they may have hit his glove too.
He's tracking it towards that line. Looked exactly where the wall was. Just off the end of the glove. The railing. Kept drifting away. Especially a left-handed batter, it's going to fade away from him.
Breaking ball, called strike 3. Chu ducked underneath that pitch and it missed up. And Chu not happy about it. And rightfully so. The Angels get a break there, 2 outs.
Well, he caught a break earlier in the at-bat, Chu. There was a fastball right on the lower part of the strike zone, but this is an elevated pitch. He's been calling that high one. This is well above the strike zone. And it's not where Maldonado catches that, it's where it crosses the front of the plate.
So 2 outs, 1 on.
There's still some chirping. Somebody might be thrown out here pretty soon.
Out to shallow center field. Here comes Trout. He'll take a big 1 pitch out like that. 1 out, walk, stranded. We'll head to the 5th inning. Angels up 9-1.
And by Jack in the Box. Try the new Cholula Buttery Jack, part of the Buttery Jack family, only at Jack in the Box.
Halos up by the score of 9-1. Start the top of the 5th.
Boy, Cozart has really fit in well with this team. From the get-go in spring training through this early part of the season.
Out to shallow left. And Rua coming on. Puts it away. Leadoff man retired to start the 5th. Up steps Mike Trout.
Center fielder Mike Trout.
Trout a strikeout, home run and a walk. 2 runs scored.
And home run. Trout has homered in each series so far this season. Bobby Grich, Troy Gloss, of course Vlad, now Trout. 4 times in Angels history. A homer in each of the first 4 series of the season. Turned out to be a pretty good season for Vlad, too. He won the MVP that year. Trout's won a couple of those already himself.
Home run for Trout, his 4th of the year. 9 runs batted in. Pulls this one foul.
High five, waiting. No, he's like, oh, it's all about me. It is all about me. Yes.
Slicing foul out of play.
See if we got it again.
That's like most of us at the restaurant waiting for you to chip in for the bill.
The old alligator arms. My bad.
You are your own walking Geico commercial.
I tried. I just can't reach.
2-2 again. Trout skies this one out to center. Playable for Robinson. The first couple of years, I'm thinking, man, it's kind of curious. 10 minutes before we're supposed to leave the restaurant after we're done eating, you always go to the bathroom.
It's amazing.
Time it perfectly.
Yeah, it's all about timing.
2 up, 2 down here at the 5th.
As soon as I see that bill working its way towards the table, you know what? My stomach doesn't feel real good right now. I'll be right back.
It's that seafood tower for 1 that you always order.
Very good for you.
Takes the strike.
I'm kind of shellfish when it comes to that.
Upton's walked 3 times tonight. Scored twice. That's line to center field, a base hit.
That's a pretty good game. On base 4 times for Justin Upton.
14th hit tonight for the Angels.
Albert Pujols coming to the plate. Go back to my Hyundai key for this game. Keep yourself alive in the at-bats throughout this game, and it certainly has been the case, including Albert with a couple hits, the 17 hits away from 3,000. Using that lower part of his body very well as far as driving the baseball. Albert, by the way, with that base hit against Jesse earlier, now 9 for 20 against him in his career.
One out. Single, fly ball to right. An RBI single for Pujols tonight.
It's a pretty good hack at a fastball, just a little bit off the outside corner. He wasn't trying to pull that. He was looking to hit that ball to right center field.
Check swing, he went around. Todd Titchener rings up Pujols. That'll do it for the Angels here in the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. Halos up 9-1. least qualify for W. .93 pitches thus far. Andrews, Beltran, Mazzara. The Rangers in the 5th inning. Elvis Andrews twice has walked. No official at bat for him.
Very good career in that Ranger uniform. Could be his best year offensively last year. That pitch is a lot of the strike zone. That was a perfect fastball.
One ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball chopped to third. Valbuena to the backhand. This play. Oh, ball sailed on him. I'm wondering why Marte came off the bag like that. Ball was a little bit to his left.
He got a lot on that throw, Valbuena.
Yeah.
Third baseman, Manfred.
Has to play that hop, strong throw. And right off the glove. I think if he stays on the bag,
I agree.
He's got him.
Worried about contact, but I mean, Andrews wasn't there yet. It's an error. That'll be charged to Luis, his first of the year. Tough error.
That's a tough one on Luis.
Here's Beltran, 1 for 2. Like Wood. Starting to loosen. Which is not what you expected with a 9-1 lead here in the 5th. With those 2 first innings for Tyler. They're taxing as far as the pitch count.
Don't see that too often where you see Cole Calhoun actually sitting in a dugout. Always playing. He's not used to that baseball getting in there quickly into the dugout.
Chopper toward third. This is a foul ball. Andrews over at first base, reaching on the air by Valbuena. Job swing. Nice pitch. Get hit in the backswing.
You know, on the follow through.
Yeah.
That's a good curveball for Skaggs. Real good tilt to that curveball and the follow through right in the back of the neck and head area. Actually didn't make contact with him. He stumbled down. Thought it looked like from the one angle that he had the follow through hit him.
There's Mazzara. 1 out, 1 on. Nomar 1 for 2, singled in the first inning.
103 pitches for Tyler. Love to get a ground ball double play to finish off his evening here and put himself in position to pick up his 2nd win of the season. Then we got him a swing and miss at a high fastball last at bat. A lot of pitch, especially those first 2 innings. Remember his last game out, a lot of pitches in the first inning before settling down.
One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. 9-1 Angels. We're in the 5th. Down goes Mazar. Good location on that one. 2 outs.
Good fastballs. Continue to ride that good velocity there at 91 on 106th pitch. And it's all about location in this pitch also. Stays back, starts middle, cut action away, swing and miss. 6 strikeouts in the game for Skaggs.
Robinson's 0 for 2. Both times he was punched out.
Maldonado telling Tyler Skaggs, just stay with that pitch. Just a little bit off the corner. That's the thing about Maldonado. He's like having a coach out there during the course of the game.
Out toward left field. Up to well played on a hop. 2-out single puts 2 men on. Joey Gallo coming up.
It's the first hit Skaggs has allowed since that conversation with Mike Scioscia in between innings at the bottom of the 2nd into the top of the 3rd. Got to believe he's going to give one more batter here, try to finish this one off with 110 pitches thrown this early in the season. That's the most important thing, protection of his arm.
Cozart out in shallow right with Gallo waving at that first one. Twice he's hit a fly ball to left field. Simmons up the middle. Elvis Andrews, the base runner, at 2nd. Chirinos at 1st. Here comes the 0-1. Maldonado set up outside. Slicing toward the seats. Be out of play. 1-2.
Right for Tyler Skaggs, your 114th pitch of the night. Think in terms of your best pitch. Finish off this inning.
Got him swinging on the breaking ball. Nice pitch by Tyler Skaggs. More than likely his last one of the night. He'll depart after pitching 5 innings. And he'll do so with a 9-1 lead.
That's that conversation Mike Scioscia had with Skaggs after that second inning. After that, came back. Very aggressive with his fastball. Curveball was much sharper, crisp break to that curveball. They're all about that velocity of his fastball, setting up in that final pitch. Talked about that need for that 114 pitch to be the best, and that was curveball, swing and miss. 7 strikeouts in 5 innings of work. A lot of pitches thrown. Qualifying for the W if the Angels can hold on, but that last pitch was a great last pitch for Skaggs.
Jesse Chavez back out of the bump for Texas. He's worked 2 full innings of relief. Simmons, Marte, and Young for the Angels here in the 6th. Two balls, 2 strikes. Jesse rarely wastes time on the mound. Ground this one will be short. Simmons will. Leadoff man retired to start the 6th. Anderson now 2 for 4. Look at Jeffrey Marte, 2-hit game.
First baseman Jeffrey Marte.
Two singles, 2 runs batted in for Jeffrey. A nice job of laying off those off-speed pitches tonight.
Even in spring training, he was locked in, much better approach as far as not chasing pitches out of the strike zone, especially breaking balls. That's a pitcher's pitch. You don't want to go after that one. If you hit that at all, it's going to be a ground ball. 2-0 count, you're geared up to drive the ball.
Chopper toward third. Beltry has to wait for it. Big arm and safe at first base.
Looks like they might take a look at that one. Beltray got a lot on that throw over the first base.
Infield base hit for Jeffrey. Third hit of the game.
Good hustle going down the line to pick up that third hit.
Young thought about going after it. Did not go.
Chris also looking for his third hit of the game. 3 for 9. His Young season so far for Chris Young.
Marte, by the way, second 3-hit game of the season. Had one back on April the 1st. With a cue shot toward first. Gallo will field it. Tag out Young. 2 outs.
Esther Martin Maldonado.
Maldonado, back-to-back multi-hit games. Tonight a double, RBI single, and a run scored.
It's a real good job as far as using a big part of the field too in these RBI scenarios and swings the last couple of nights. Boy, Eric Hinsky, Paul Sorrento have done a real nice job with this offense so far in the season. There's Eric. He knows a little bit about playing on world championship teams and being around winning environments. Same thing, Paul Sorrento.
One. Break the ball. Halos up 9-1. We're at the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. Marte standing at first base. Foul back. Trinos cannot hang on. Balboin on deck. Back up the middle. Base hit. Here comes Jeffrey Marte. 10-1 Angels.
What do you say about using a big part of the field in an RBI situation for Martin?
Just reached out for it. Punched it right through with 2 strikes.
Third base, Elise Almeida.
It's a pretty good pitch. And he goes right back up the middle. Didn't try to pull it, shorten up his swing, made good contact. Another base hit for Maldonado.
Martin's second 3-hit game of the season as well. Had one on opening day.
Now got his batting average at 313.
Ball and a strike on Luis Valbuena. 2 for 3. 2 singles and an RBI. He's now with 6 runs batted. Is Bartolo Colon.
There's chances he'll throw a fastball.
Pretty good. Two of the 10 runs scored by the Angels charged to Jesse Chavez with Bard getting ready. Two. $16 total hits. 2 outs in the 6th. Luis strikes out to end the 6th inning. 1 run comes across. The Angels up 10-1 when we return. Another edition of UV Tuesdays.
You know,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Now, do you let him win or you win?
never let him win at anything. No chance. He'll have his day. You know, well, right now it's I got to be as hard as I can on him.
All right, Victor, what do you got as far as a game night with the family? What card game, board game you got?
Oh, with the family?
Yes.
With friends, it's beer pong.
Family?
Okay. Family,
Same.
You got to break them in early.
Yes.
You know?
Hey, Rotten Apples is a great game, by the way.
What's
Same
Rotten
thing with Taboo. It's
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
We just played that
Yes.
when we were in Santa Barbara for my daughter's wedding a couple of weeks ago. The kids,
Yes.
they loved it.
Yes.
Yeah, I had never played that before.
It's pretty good. I mean,
Yeah.
I love board games with the family. We always play that during Thanksgiving. After you figure you had enough food to eat, you're trying to keep the family happy.
Yeah. We play a lot of dominoes. Just kind of something I grew up with, and we got a just awesome domino set for Christmas this year from the family. So
Wow.
yeah.
I haven't been invited yet.
No, you haven't. You're absolutely right.
I'm still waiting. Invitations coming soon.
Yeah. It's in the mail.
Got my address? You forgot it, didn't you?
I deleted your contact information.
By accident, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
by accident.
Yes.
So
Okay.
had to reboot the phone. 2 balls and a strike on Ruan. Luke Bard takes over on the mound here. Meanwhile, the Angels are up 10-1. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Rule 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
By the way, Ian Kinsler was perfect when I asked him, said, well, you let the kids win? No, they'll have their time.
That's out towards center field. Is it going to hang up for Trout? It does. 1 down. To be honest with you, I haven't played beer pong
In at least a week.
It's been about a week and a half. I was going to say like 10 days.
Yeah, I probably figured that.
It's a great solo game too.
Yes.
Drew Robinson with an RBI double and a walk. Takes a strike. Tyler Skaggs tonight, 5 innings, 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 run. It was earned. And considering how this game is played out offensively for the Angels, clearly would have been able to work deeper into the game had it not been for those 2 innings. And, really, the inconsistency within the strike zone, so maybe the pitch selections not where you wanted, especially in the 8-9 hitters in that 3rd inning, where he kind of got extended as well.
And he was ahead of a lot of those counts and unable to finish off hitters quickly and threw a lot of extra pitches.
Pardon me, not 3rd inning, the 2nd inning when Rua got the single with 2 strikes. Robinson got the hanging breaking ball up, RBI double.
Good slider there from Bard.
Well, what a find he has been as a Rule 5 selection out of the Twins organization.
Yeah, we've already touched on that spin rate of his fastball, 4-seam fastball, but he's got a tight, sharp slider also, as you can see right there. He's aggressive. He doesn't waste time. And a lot of the pitchers, especially guys who've been in the minor leagues of recent time, they were already working on that pitch clock. So they're working quickly.
Shin-Soo the DH 0 for 3, got rung up on a breaking ball upstairs in the 4th inning. And I think that was a 3-2 pitch. I think that changes the inning for Tyler Skaggs too, because he'd already walked Drew Robinson with 1 out. Chu was the next batter. All of a sudden you talk about back-to-back walks with 1 out, and then 2, 3, 4 coming up. But he got the call by Todd Tichenor, and then he got Profar hit the fly ball on 1 pitch, and that kind of got him through that 4th inning.
But going back earlier to that at bat, though, Skaggs threw on a perfect fastball that could have easily been caught in the lower part of the strike zone.
Two balls, 1 strike. Chopper to the right side. Marte got him. Bard covering. A 1, 2, 3, 6th inning. 7th inning. Here we come. Angels up 10-1. Bartolo Colon, 44 years of age, native of the Dominican Republic, 240 career victories, 21 seasons thereabouts, 240 record. Record of 240 and 176 with a career ERA of 4.04. This will be his third game. He's made one start for Texas this year.
Definite strike throw, a lot of fastballs. One of the best guys in the game.
Cozart shooting one to right field. It's a leadoff single. Cozart 1 for 5.
Center fielder Mike Trout.
Cozart joining the hit parade now. The entire lineup now with hits. That's pretty good balance.
Trout, jab, floats one out to shallow left center. That's going to fall in for a hit. Cozart keeps on trucking to third base. First and third with nobody out here in the 7th.
That's a pretty good read by Cozart. Because off the bat, I thought Andrews was going to get back to get to that baseball, but Cozart, with his angle he was taking running the bases, clearly saw that was going to fall in nicely.
So Trout on board 3 times tonight with a home run, walk, and a single.
Trout out of the game now.
Ryan Schiff will take over as the pinch runner. Here's Upton. Justin, 3 walks and a single.
And there's certainly no use of wasting that first pitch against Bartolo Colon. It's going to be a strike, and it's going to be a fastball. Well, he creates a lot of movement on that 2-seam fastball. He can run that fastball, start on the inside corner, ends up being a ball. He could start that off the outside corner and bring it back into zone. Changeup.
.46 and 33 with the Angels. 4.66 ERA. 21 game winner, and of course a Cy Young Award winner, 2005. 1-2.
Justin up and sees that RBI opportunity at the plate right now. Bartolo Colon trying to use that against him, trying to get him to chase something out of the strike zone. Almost got him to do so, but good take by Upton.
Cozart standing at third. Schimpf, the pitch runner for Trout, over at first. 2-2. This one's out toward left center field. Should be deep enough to score. Cozart, Rua there. Squeezes it. Here comes Cozart. Sac fly for Justin Upton. 11-1 Angels. Upton picks up his 10th RBI of the year.
So 5 at-bats in the game for Justin Upton, 1 official at-bat. 1 for 1.
One out, one on. Here's Albert. Pujols 2 for 4 with a couple of singles and an RBI. Shohei's got a helmet on. That's our breaking news for tonight. That's lined off the glove of Bartolo. Popped up. That's going to turn into a double play. Bartolo deflecting that one. That ball was squared up, too.
There's a lot of wins and a lot of hits between the two.
Halos get a run
Quick
here
as
in the
a cat.
seventh. Stretch time. The Angels on top 11-1. Inning 11-1 Angels. Luke Bard back out for a second inning of work. Profar, Andrews, and Beltre due up. Bard had a 1-2-3 sixth, including a strikeout. Profar skying this one out towards shallow center. Backpedaling out is Simmons. One down. Ryan Schimpf, who pinch ran for Mike Trout, stays in the game. He goes to right field. Chris Young moves from right over to center.
Schimpf has played left and right in this series.
Alvis 2 walks. He reached on an error by Luis Valbuena leading off the fifth. Out toward right center field. Young has to race back. He'll track it down. Several feet in front of the track, 2 down.
Always been a solid outfielder. He's played all 3 outfield positions in his career. Going back at center field on that one. Runs that one down. Second out of the inning. That one error tonight for the defense for the end of the 3rd error of the season. Very, very good defensively.
Beltre takes downstairs, so 1 for 3 night.
It's a tough error, really, when you think about it, for Luis Valbuena. Pretty good throw across the diamond.
Two balls, 1 strike.
What a sharp slider Bart has. Talk a lot about that spin rate on his four-seamer.
That's ripped out to left field, a base hit. Up and over to cut it off. Beltre is going to turn and stop right there. 2-out single. Multi-hit game for Adrian. Nomar Mazar looks like a pinch run for Adrian Beltre. Carlos Tocci.
Number 15, Carlos Tocci, running at first base for the Rangers. Carlos Tocci, number 15, running at first base. Now batting
So man at first, 2 down. Here's Mazar, 1 for 3. Base hit by Beltre, the 6th for Texas.
Couple big punch outs against Mazzara in the game for Tyler Skaggs.
They finally posted on MLB the exit velocity on the Pujols line out the end. He squared that ball well, 101 miles per hour off the glove of Bartolo and over to Profar. Turned into a double play. 3-0 count. Chirinos on deck.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty good play even to get a glove on that. 101 off the bat when you're in about 50 feet away.
He's always been a very good fielding pitcher. Yeah, and he's always in a good fielding position. 3-1. Full count. Tocci will take on for the next pitch. Halos with 3 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 3 in the fourth, scoreless in the fifth, and then solo runs in the 6th and 7th. 11-1 with 18 hits tonight. Season high in hits with those 18. 3-2. Oh, a little flare out the shallow left. That's going to fall in there. Back-to-back 2-out hits. And Chirinos will bat with a couple of men on.
Certainly didn't square it up, but when you look at Luke Barton and what he has as far as the spin rate on his fastball, 2818 RPMs, his average spin rate on his four-seam. When you put that in perspective, last season in the major leagues, 2255 RPM rotation spin rate on a normal four-seam fastball. That's how impressive that fastball has been. And we talked about it and heard about it even in spring training. That's why he's on this team, his ability to get out with that four-seamer.
Chirinos skies this one on the left side. Luis back over into foul territory. Breeze pushing it toward the stands, but Luis holds his ground, makes the catch, and we'll head off to the 8th inning. All Angels tonight.
boss upstairs, and I'll see him very soon down here.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that because he is lost right now. And oh, there he is. He just showed up. Couple of changes defensively for the Texas Rangers as Bartolo's back out on the mound. Carlos Tochi stays in the game. He's in center field. Drew Robinson moves from center over to third. Jerkson Profar moves from second over to shortstop. And making his major league debut, Isaiah Kiner Falefa, new second baseman. Simmons, Martin Young for the Angels here, and Angelton skying one out the left. And now there's Kiner Falefa, 23-year-old. He's down at Round Rock. Plays catcher, second base, shortstop. Up the middle guy. Fourth round pick at 2013. Marte off the glove of Bartolo. Kiner Falefa. How about that? There you go. Make your big league
Pretty good
debut.
play. Had to redirect to get that baseball.
2 outs.
Bartolo Colon using that glove again.
Center fielder Chris Young.
Chris Young tonight got the start in right field. Since moved over to center with Trout out of the game. 2 for 4. A dribbler. Calling it foul. In contact with that baseball. Eduardo Paredes. Finish this one up. Added to the roster yesterday. Young strikes out, swinging the Angels. Down in order here in the 8th. We'll head to the bottom of the frame. All Angels tonight. 11-1 Halos here in the second of this three-game set. Angels trying to make it 2 in a row. Lock up another series win. That would be 4 consecutive series wins to start the year. Pitching change brought to you by Purple Bricks. Eduardo Paredes takes over on the bump. First appearance of the year. Joey Gallo at the plate. Bottom third of the order. Gallo, Ruin, Robinson. Gallo tonight 0 for 3. A couple of fly balls left and a strikeout. Two balls, no strikes. Paredes, 23-year-old Venezuela. Into 18 games last season with the Angels. 0-1. 4.43 ERA. Gallo skying one out towards center. Chris Young has to go back on it. Now curls back around and comes in.
He gets some serious height
Man,
on those
oh,
fly
yeah.
balls. That home run he hit in Anaheim last year.
Yeah.
Batter's eye way up there.
If he doesn't drive it, there's no question that everything he hits, those moonshots, gets affected by the wind here. One loud out. Here's Ryan Brewer. Eduardo last year, AA and AAA combined to go 1-0 with a 2.54 ERA over 34 games. Rua lifting this one out to center. Young is there. Two down. This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. 2 up, 2 down, and here's Drew Robinson.
Paredes works very quickly also. It's good to see that. Pretty good break ball. First pitch fastball 93. That break ball 83.
One ball, 2 strikes. 2-2. Tomorrow night, wrapping up this 3-game set, Matt Moore's on the mound for Texas, the left-hander. 0-2 with an ERA just over 11. And Jaime Barria make his major league debut for the Angels.
Happy Angel fans here at the ballpark.
Down goes Robinson, a 1-2-3 8th. We're off to the 9th. Halos up 11-1. Ball games. Visit Angels.com today. 11-1. We're in the ninth. Bartolo's back out there. Shohei Ohtani with the helmet, the bat. Will he or won't he pinch hit tonight? Martin Maldonado, 3-hit game, 3 for 4. 2 singles, a double, 2 runs batted in. Valbuena's on deck. 8-9-1 here tonight. If he does hit, maybe for Cozart. Ground ball over to third. Robinson has it. 1 down.
Shohei Ohtani going on deck. His first pinch hit appearance in the major leagues.
Valbuena 2 for 4 tonight, 2 singles, pop up and a strikeout. Two balls, 2 strikes. The expectation is that Shohei will be in the lineup tomorrow along with Cole Calhoun, even though Matt Moore's on the mound.
It'll be an opportunity to see how he gets acclimated just in case at some point during the season when he's not in the starting lineup, how he would get used to pinch hitting.
Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Down goes Valbuena. So here comes Ohtani. And those that are left are certainly happy to see him coming up. At least the Angels faithful, that is. Seven for 18 to start the year. 3 home runs, 7 runs batted in. Here's the 1-0. Ground ball to the right side. And Ohtani retired. We'll head to the bottom of the 9th inning. Angels up 11-1.
at the plate throughout this game. 11-run performance, 18 hits, 8 for 11 with runners in scoring position. That's a 727 batting average with runners in scoring position.
Not bad considering this team came into play tonight hitting 287 such scenarios. Paredes back out for his second inning of work. Got a new defense behind him with Rene Rivera at first base. Luis Valbuena at second. And Marte at third.
Eric Hinski's done a great job along with Paul Sorrento, getting those good quiet approaches at the plate. And aggressive, especially tonight with fastballs against Martin Perez, knowing the success rate with fastballs in the strike zone hitters have had against them. Shohei, who had his first career pinch hit appearance. Hit that ball hard to second.
Out towards center field. Chris Young trying to run it down, and in front of the wall will do so. One down.
Shortstop, Jurgensen.
Brings up Profar. Profar takes up and away. 0 for 3 tonight. Ground out a couple of fly balls to center and a walk. Two balls, no strikes. Paredes retired the sign in order in the 8th. Tyler Skaggs got the start tonight, went 5. Luke Bard worked 2 innings of relief. Now Paredes trying to finish this one off. 18 hit attack as Profar skies this one to shallow center. Andrelton Simmons calling for it. 2 down. And watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB At Bat Premium, allowing you to watch live baseball on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Go to MLB.tv for the details. 2 outs, nobody on. And we've got the youngster Isaiah Kiner Falefa, his major league debut at the plate. Took over defensively, first big league at bat. He'll slice this one foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, 2. Pretty good pitch. Titchener does not ring it up. Now the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Like that, baby. Up as the Angels pick up the victory tonight. 11-1 the final. An offensive outburst once again. Last night it was a 13-hit attack and 8 runs. Tonight it was early and often. 18 total hits, 11 runs. The 18 hits, a new season high for this Angels ball club. Trout homered at this ball game.